Thank you for shedding light on that. And now we're moving on to effective leadership and building team camaraderie from CEO of the National Leadership Association, Francis Focal, Dr. Alex Jones.
Thank you for this wonderful introduction. Thanks for the invite. I am really honored, and it's a great pleasure to meet all of you great speakers around here. Thanks for sharing all the information. I'm looking forward for the branding. Bear with me here. I'm a little bit controversial, paradoxical, and I'm just going to go against everybody else, okay? So you might not gonna like what I'm gonna say. You're gonna be offended. You're gonna be a little bit taking it personal, and I'm not here to take care of your emotions, but I'm here to tell you the truth, and I speak the truth and only the truth, and I'm swearing, okay? So this is something I'd like to share with you here. Before we get into the nitty-gritty and talking about, we professors, we tend to talk a lot. So I hold a PhD in leadership, and it's pure PhD in leadership. And I wrote a book, it's called Disleadership, all right? I went against everybody else, because everybody else talking about leadership. What a great leader is supposed to be. Oh, what a wonderful leader is supposed to be. Oh, leaders are really supposed to have these characteristics. And we have greatest leaders in the world that are supposed to do this, and to be a great leader, an effective leader, you're supposed to do this. And I looked at all the books, and pretty much if there's one observation I'd like to share with you, if you look at all the books around the world about leadership, they're pretty much actually copying each other. And it's like, you know, talking about automation, ChatGPT, rebranding it, boom, package it and produce it. And I'm like, okay, well, nothing is really appealing about it, okay? Let's talk about this leadership. Let's wake up, all right? So you will be amazed by reading this leadership, because it has 30 must-know modules for sustainable organizations, all right? And I encourage you guys, short reading, really action plans, and straightforward. There's a coaching card that goes along with it. But before I get going here into something, I'd like you to turn to the person next to you, all right? And I want you to do this, okay? Watch me. Can I borrow you, Leilani? It's okay. All right, I'm just going to borrow Leilani here for a second. She's not going anywhere. She's here, okay? This is what I want you to do, okay? I want you to look at the person next to you, to your left, to your right, behind you. If you don't have anybody next to you, yeah, see, this is what I like, actually. Sit next to each other, okay? I see a lot of empty seats. You guys can have a seat. So this is what I want you to do, okay? So I want you to look at the person to your left, to your right, to your behind, okay? And I want you to do this very quick, really very quick, okay? And I want you to do the following. Just follow. Don't do it until we count 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're just mocking right now. Leilani and I are just going to do a mock. So I want you to introduce yourself. Say your name. My name is Alex. I am your friend, and I want you to pause, and I want you to look straight into their eyes, and I want you to tell them they are awesome. So watch, all right? Hello, Leilani. My name is Alex. I am your friend. You are awesome.
We're really good friends.
Say that again.
We're super friends now.
I like that. I like that vibe. So, but I also want Leilani to tell me the same. Just, you have a mic. I need my mic. I told you I like my things. Yes.
Hello, Alex. My name is Lelaine. I am your friend, and you're really awesome.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. I felt that awesomeness, and we're not super French, we're mega super French right now. Okay. We're going grande here. Okay. And I apologize, I pronounced your name wrongly, so thanks for saying it out loud. So I want you to do it on the count of 3, okay? On the count of 3, I just want you to do this exercise. Even those who are standing, Roel and Claire, I want you guys to do it. Roel and Claire. Okay, so I want you guys on the count of 3, okay? So on the count of 3, all right? Hold on a second.
We're holding each other's hands.
Well, you guys know. All right. True. 1, 2, 3, go. Speakers, you guys are supposed to do it too. We've done the head of the game. Give yourself a round of applause, guys. Yay! How does it feel? How does it feel? How does it feel? Yeah, that's great, right? So, I'll tell you what. When somebody tells you you're awesome, it's pretty much, and look straight into their eyes. It's really so engaging, so exciting, and makes you feel special, right? Everybody would like to feel VIP, right? I like to feel VIP. You like to feel super mega VIP. All right. She's to my. We're in here. This team against that team. Okay, I'm just kidding. So. How many of you believes in KPIs? Yeah? How many of you believes in KPIs? Just raise your hands. Yes, so you're well with 2 hands. This is great. Claire is kind of like, yeah. Again, one more time. How many of you believes in KPI? Let me look at you. Keep your hands raised. It's really amazing. Okay, all right. We know KPIs is really key performance indicators. You don't believe in KPI? I like it. Okay, we're going to talk about this. This is great. How many of you believes in metrics? Performance metrics. Yeah. How many of you measure your team based on how much you've done and this is what you need to do and how much, right? That's great. This is what we do nowadays, right? So this is a problem. This is why we have a lot of issues in our organizations today. The problem is that everybody believes in KPIs, and the problem is you're setting the bar high and above on your team, and the problem is nobody talks about how terrible KPIs, and just this is little history and background, right? KPIs were established, are meant to be for the Industrial Revolution time, right? It was meant for factory workers back in the days, actually in the world wars, right? And then that's exactly how KPI started, right? Now, this is my version of KPI, right? And instead of key performance indicators, I would like to share with you this, and this is very important. I said it on LinkedIn so many times, and I was the first person to say, KPIs, I'm sorry, I said I'm just going to say things straightforward. I speak my mind. I'm American, I'm liberal, I talk all the time, all right? So I'm not quiet, and I don't mind my politics, and it's unfortunately, and a lot of people actually get offended by it. I said KPI to hell.
Why?
Exactly, why? And I repeated a second time right after the pandemic, and I said KPI to hell. And I'm going to repeat one more time. KPI
To hell.
Thank you. One more time. This is beautiful. KPI to?
To hell. To hell.
See, this is what I like to hear, all right? This is my version of KPI. And before I tell you my version of KPI is, right after I said that, Harvard University came up with this, and this is towards the last quarter of 2022. Right after I said it, and I said KPIs is gonna cause you a lot of psychological effect on your employees. KPIs right after I said, KPIs are bad for your team, are bad for the people. It's going to cause burnout, it's going to cause psychological issues, it's going to cause a lot of stress, and it's going to cause way many longer effect that your employees are going to feel it, and employees are going to not feel it just today, but they're going to feel it for the longer duration of time, right? Right after. Maybe they leave your organization, or maybe longer after they exit. And it will stay in their heart, and it will stay in their mind. That's number one. So here's my version of KPI. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it, but this is how I look at KPIs. Instead of looking at metrics, instead of looking at I'm going to score you based on how much you're going to do and how much money you're going to create. And I'm going to talk about customers in a minute, okay, how our customers really are important and our number one value. KPIs, my KPIs are key people indicators. So instead of key performance indicators, key people indicators, and I published it on LinkedIn. Feel free to follow me because I'm very active on LinkedIn on regular daily basis, right? Whether videos or posts on research. here's my argument about it. When I said KPI to hell, and I insist and I say KPI to hell, and a lot of corporate people don't like it, especially from the top tier, right? Go talk to them and I would say, nah, KPI is supposed to be there. And CEOs, in fact, they don't like it. Chairman, they don't like it. And I say, I'm sorry, I'm not here to please you, I'm here for the employees, because your employees are burned out. You're enjoying. How can you measure your KPI on people that your salary, right, top notch, if you're earning 50s and 60s and 70s, right? And then here are your employees are earning 8s, 5s, 8s, 7s, 10s, and 15, and maybe 20, right? And then you're putting a lot of pressure on your employees, and you still call yourself a leader. I'm sorry, you are not absolutely a leader. We're talking about leadership here. That's not leadership. That's absolutely an opposite of leadership. I feel embarrassed to call people like that even a leader, or to even set them in the category of a leader, right? And I feel like so disgusted by looking at them in a leadership category, right? And you should too. That's number one. Second part, how many of you agree that customers are number one? How many of you? Just, yeah, one. Yeah, how many of you think? Yeah, I'm watching, I listen to you. Okay, so we see each other. So, thank you, Dr. Farah. So here's a problem. You know, it's a big problem. If you think your customers are number one, you're absolutely making yourself a disservice, all right? And this is a problem in our communities and societies. Your employees, your team is number one. How can you make your customers number one and you're not taking care of your employees? We have obsession. Thank you, Roel, for wanting to clap and not clapping. Okay. I'm watching you guys. I'm watching everywhere. Okay, so yeah, we're Americans. We watch everybody. Okay, so let me tell you this here. How can you take care and you expect me as an employee to take care of your clients if you're the owner of the business, if you're the chairman of the business, if you're the CEO of the business, right? And 5 minutes, that's too short. Okay, fine. You gave the two speakers longer time. Okay, so I think because I said we're Americans, we like to watch people, and that's the effect of that. So I'm going to make it short. How can you expect people to take care of your clients and you're not taking care of your employees? I'm sorry, KPIs, they don't come by themselves, they come by the people. It comes by us, by employees. I mean, try to put KPIs to work by themselves in the street or in the hallway, or drop it in the ocean, drop it in a fish tank, right? Where is that going to go? You crumble it and just drink the water after that, right? That's number one. Second, if you're making your customers are number one, I'm sorry, you're really committing a big crime. Your employees are number one. It's not the customers. I mean, your customers, whether they are happy or not, it's just because of the effect of your employees. And that's because if you make me happy, I'm going to make my customers happy. I'm going to make everybody happy. Now, implement those KPIs on me and set the bar high, and there's nothing wrong to set the bar high, but with the quality, but focus on me. I'm going to focus on the clients. Makes me happy, right? I'm going to make everybody happy. Now, here's another thing I would like to ask you all. When was the last time, and this is true, when was the last time, including the top tier, 1 or 10 or 5, when was the last time somebody in your own organization measured happiness score of your team? When was the last time somebody measured it on you? And somebody tried to say, well, hold on a second, I would like to measure the happiness score of my employees. Or you been invited to measure the happiness score of yourself? That's number one. The answer is what? No. Never. Correct or not?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, we agree on that. Second, when was the last time somebody measured your work-life balance? We work 8 hours a day, right? We believe in 8 hours. It's the law. Fine. no problem. We all are a law-abiding citizen. But here's the thing with the 8 hours. After the pandemic, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. And if you're that traditional person and you're living in the artificial intelligence and automation and moving forward, come on, give me a break. Give your team a break. This 8 hours back in the old days, people went into the new normal of technology and they got adjusted to being comfortable working in a nice pajama and a very professional top. Now let's make sense out of it. You're trying to make 8 hours a day and you want your people to work around the clock. Now 8 hours is never is 8 hours, by the way. It's actually much more. By the time you wake up, 1 hour is gone to 2 hours. I take longer when I prepare. Hence a look. So that's one. Second, travel time. 3, traffic time. Now what is left for you to come home? How are you gonna take care of your team and your employee? How are you gonna wake up the following day? What about the flexibility? Excuse me, you want to have a rigid punch in and punch out, face in and face out, and you call your organization successful because of so many contracts that you signed on the table and so much collaboration you created, and then you just want to say you are number one? These are signs of toxic organizations, right? I'm just listening to you. KPIs, toxic, right? KPIs are toxic. 8 hours, toxic. Punch in, punch out, face out, toxic organization. Customers are number one, toxic organization, right? I'm telling you this straight. Hear it from me because nobody's going to come in here and talk to you about it. Now, I would like to share how much of that 5 minutes probably is gone, but anyway, so I'm taking a little bit of your time, but I'm going to wrap up. Actually, 2 minutes. Very so sharp. They're really watching me. I'm not watching you anymore. I take that watching people out, okay? I didn't mean it. Give me my 5 minutes back. Artificial intelligence is increasing. Automation is increasing. Chatbot, ChatGPT, and all of these really increasing. But you know what's amazing? It's artificial intelligence is really increasing, and so AI is increasing, and our emotional intelligence is decreasing. Again, I'm just going to repeat it. Our artificial intelligence, AI, is increasing, and our emotional intelligence, EI, is decreasing. And hence, I would like to share with you, our humanity is gone south. Forget about it. We don't care about each other anymore. We pretend to care about each other, pretending. We really don't care about each other. I know. I'd like to share with you something here. Maybe you agree or disagree. And I would like to state a fact. Animals have more mercy on humans. They have more compassion on humans than humans to humans nowadays. And hence, we're living in a society that is absolutely careless society. We're living in a society that is absolutely a stubborn society and is so selfish society. Now, here's the thing. I would like to end with this. 2 minutes left, maybe. I'm still quoting 2 minutes. The key takeaway, and truly take this seriously, your position, your money, wherever you are in the world, and by the way, you can make it anywhere in the world, all right? I understand we're in the greatest place on earth, right? But any place on earth is a great place on earth, regardless of where you're from. I believe in equality, right? And I believe in the talents, and I believe in the people. But here's the thing. I would like to end with this. If you leave this earth after all of the success you made and the greatest scores in money in the world, what is it you're going to be remembered for if you're gone. You want to hear a fact? You want to hear a fact? Are you interested? How many of you are interested? Good, good. I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly a fact. After you're gone, people will miss you. People will cry for X amount of days. I'm going to repeat, X amount of days. But give it a little bit more time, they will forget you. And this is a sad truth, and it's a sad fact. So I really want you to think about something as a key takeaway, regardless of all the distraction, all the artificial intelligence, all what we're surrounded by. If you got to leave this earth today, what is it you're going to be remembered for? With that, I'm ending my conversation. I wish you all the best, and I have the greatest honor.
Another perspective of KPIs that is key people
Absolutely.
indicators, and who should be number one in our businesses and organizations. Thank you again, Dr.
Thank you.
Great. So at this point, we have to again acknowledge the sponsors of this event.